A staggering 77% of remote workers report greater productivity while working off-site, according to a study by CoSo Cloud. Now, that's a number that deserves some attention. It's clear that remote work isn't just a trend, it's a shift in the way we approach productivity. So, what's the secret sauce behind this productivity boost? Well, there are a few potential reasons. For starters, remote work often means fewer distractions. No more water cooler chit-chat or impromptu meetings stealing away your focus. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Thanks. Then there's the flexibility factor. Remote workers can tailor their schedules to fit their peak productivity times. And let's not forget the comfort of working from home, where your pet isn't just a pet, but your companion and stress reliever. But here's the kicker. Even with these advantages, time management remains a formidable foe for many. And yet, despite these benefits, managing time effectively remains a significant challenge for many remote workers. So how can remote work be both more productive and challenging at the same time? Well, let's unravel this paradox. On one hand, remote work can increase productivity. The absence of a daily commute, office distractions, and impromptu meetings means we can concentrate on tasks that truly matter. We have the freedom to design our own workspaces, tailor our schedules to our most productive hours, and even work in our pajamas if we wish. However, the other side of the coin reveals a different story. Without the structure of a traditional office environment, many remote workers find themselves grappling with time management. The boundary between work and personal life blurs, creating a delicate balancing act. With the kitchen a few steps away and the latest Netflix series just a click away, the potential for procrastination looms large. In the absence of a physical divide between work and home, it's easy to slip into a pattern where work bleeds into personal time and vice versa. The result, you're always on, but never fully engaged, leading to a sense of burnout without the satisfaction of productivity. This is the remote work productivity paradox. The key to unraveling this paradox lies in understanding that while remote work provides the freedom to manage our own schedules, it also demands a higher level of discipline and self-management. The lack of a structured environment is not necessarily a challenge, but rather an opportunity to create our own structure that suits our unique needs and work styles. It's about finding that sweet spot where we can leverage the benefits of remote work without falling into its potential pitfalls. It's about setting boundaries, creating routines, and distinguishing between work time and me time. Remember, it's not about working longer hours, it's about working smarter. It's about capitalizing on the flexibility that remote work offers and turning it into a tool for enhanced productivity and work-life balance. Effectively managing time can make the difference between thriving and merely surviving in a remote work environment. So let's delve into how we can manage our time more effectively in the next scene. Consider the story of Jane, a remote worker who saw a dramatic improvement in her productivity after implementing time management strategies. Jane was a dedicated professional, always eager to deliver her best. But like many remote workers, she found it challenging to manage her time effectively. Her work days were unpredictable, often extending into the late hours of the night, and she struggled to find a balance between her professional and personal life. Jane knew she needed to make a change. She started by identifying her most productive hours of the day. For Jane, these were the early morning hours when her mind was fresh and distractions were minimal. She began scheduling her most demanding tasks for these hours, ensuring she could tackle them when she was at her peak performance. Next, Jane recognized the importance of taking regular breaks. Contrary to what she initially believed, these breaks didn't hinder her productivity. Instead, they rejuvenated her, allowing her to return to her tasks with renewed focus and energy. Jane also started using a time management tool to keep track of her tasks and deadlines. This tool helped her visualize her workload, prioritize tasks, and stay organized. She was no longer missing deadlines or scrambling to complete tasks at the last minute. Lastly, Jane made a conscious effort to create a clear boundary between her work and personal life. She set a firm end to her workday and made a commitment to herself to respect it. This allowed her to relax and recharge after work, which in turn improved her productivity the following day. The impact of these strategies on Jane's work life was profound. She was working fewer hours yet accomplishing more. She was meeting all her deadlines and delivering high-quality work. But perhaps most importantly, she was happier. She had found a balance that allowed her to excel professionally while also enjoying her personal life. Jane's story illustrates the transformative power of effective time management for remote workers. So what time management strategies can you implement to enhance your productivity as a remote worker? Let's dive right in. One of the most effective strategies is setting a clear daily schedule. Just as you would in a traditional office setting, create a structured routine that delineates your working hours and breaks. This not only gives your day a sense of predictability, but also helps in setting boundaries between work and personal life. Establishing a routine can aid in reducing stress and enhancing your focus during work hours. Next up, we have the concept of taking regular breaks. Now, this might sound counterproductive, but hear me out. Our brains are not designed for prolonged periods of intense focus. According to a study from the University of Illinois, brief diversions from a task can dramatically improve your ability to focus on that task for extended periods. So take that coffee break, step outside for a quick walk, or just stand up and stretch. These mini breaks recharge your mental batteries, enabling you to return to work with renewed energy and focus. Now, let's talk about minimizing distractions. This is particularly important when you're working from home, where potential distractions abound. Whether it's the television, social media, or household chores, these distractions can easily eat into your productive work hours. One way to manage this is by creating a dedicated workspace. This space should be as free from interruptions as possible. Also, consider turning off notifications on your phone or computer during work hours. This will help you maintain your focus and get more done. Finally, let's not forget about productivity tools. In this digital age, there are countless apps and software designed to help you manage your time more effectively. For instance, task management tools like Asana or Trello can help you organize your tasks and deadlines. Time tracking tools like Clockify or Rescue Time can give you insight into how you're spending your time. And tools like Focus at Will or Noisely can create an environment conducive to concentration. Remember, these tools are meant to aid you, not overwhelm you. So find the ones that best suit your work style and use them to your advantage. Each of these strategies plays a crucial role in managing your time effectively. They help you maintain focus, reduce stress, and ultimately enhance productivity. But remember, the key to success with any strategy is consistency. It's about making small incremental changes to your routine and sticking with them. So don't hesitate. Start experimenting with these strategies and find what works best for you. Remember, the goal is not just to work more, but to work more efficiently. These strategies can serve as a starting point for managing your time more effectively as a remote worker. Now that you know these strategies, the next step is to put them into action. Taking the leap might seem daunting, but rest assured, the journey to mastering time management is one that will reward you in spades. Firstly, let's talk about productivity. When you manage your time effectively, you're not just working hard, you're working smart. This means you can get more done in the same amount of time, and who doesn't love the sound of that? It's like finding a few extra hours in your day. But productivity isn't the only benefit. There's also the matter of work-life balance. It's a term you've probably heard a lot, especially in the context of remote work. With good time management, you can ensure that your work doesn't spill over into your personal time. It allows you to set clear boundaries between your professional and personal life, which is incredibly important when your home is also your office. And then let's not forget about stress, or rather, let's talk about the lack of it. Imagine a workday where you're not constantly rushing, not perpetually behind on tasks, and not always playing catch-up. That's what good time management can offer you. So how do you start? Simple. Pick one or two strategies that resonate with you and try to implement them in your daily routine. It doesn't have to be a big, dramatic change. Small, consistent actions can lead to big improvements over time. Remember, the key to good time management is consistency. You might not see drastic changes overnight, but don't get disheartened. Keep at it, and soon you'll start to see the difference. And lastly, don't be too hard on yourself. It's okay to have off days. It's okay if things don't go as planned. Time management is not about being perfect, it's about making the most of the time you have. Remember, managing your time effectively can transform your remote work experience. Start today and reap the benefits tomorrow. To get more time management content, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.